guys had requested a Q&A. So today we're just going to talk real quiet, and it'll just be a rambling or yap sesh today. So relax, sit back, get comfy, and I'm gonna answer a couple of questions that you guys had for me. A couple of disclaimers. I unfortunately talk with my hands a lot, so I have to hold the mic in order to keep my thoughts all in one cohesive sentence. So I apologize. If you hate it, please let me know, because I fear I may hate it too. We're in the same boat. Another disclaimer, my chair is very loud and very noisy. I will keep it to a minimum, but I want to keep as little cuts as possible, just so we can ramble. We're getting into it, and I can answer all of the questions that you guys have. Now, a couple of the questions. All of these come from 3 people on my last video. Anthony-J6H, Taylor-CX3VB, and then New Year, New You 23. So those are all the questions that I will be answering today. Now, starting off strong, what is my favorite color? Pink. It's so basic, but I feel like pink is so versatile. It can go with almost any color. It's just like a light, fluffy, airy kind of color. I don't think you can go wrong with pink. My next question is, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? This is a great, deep question. I don't know the big picture, to be completely honest with you. I love to go very small steps. One of the things that I know I want to have for my YouTube channel is to have a community that I can relate to, that I can build and grow my own little corner of our little niche, we're all in it together kind of thing. And I just love just a little community, the same people that I could talk to today, like the 3 who are asking me questions today. You guys are in the archives forever, So, okay. I also tend to talk very fast when I get excited about topics. So I am still very, very much learning everything about ASMR. So I love feedback. Whenever you guys can give it to me, I love it. Just a side note. The next question is, any big plans for summer 2025? I work a 9 to 5, unfortunately, so I don't have any plans other than going on weekend trips or getaways, or going to a couple of concerts. One that we just went to was Morgan Wallen. Saw him in the big state of Texas, in Houston. That was so much fun. And then one that is upcoming is Falling in Reverse. I'm super, super excited for that one. The next question is, what are your favorite movies? I have two big ones. One, I think will always gonna be like one of my favorite movies, and a lot of people love to hate on it, okay? Not a lot of people like it, but I love Sucker Punch. I love it. Just something about, I don't know, being lobotomized. Am I allowed to say that? And the fact that she's literally going absolutely insane makes me feel good. Maybe that's really, really bad to say. I just love the beauty in the movie, how well it's choreographed, how well, like, these scenes from how when she's dancing in this home to where she's slaying a dragon and fighting in war, and all the people that she's meeting are in these wars with her, and I don't know, every time I watch it, it really is just a beautiful movie. And every time I'll go back, I'll watch it. I also watched it with my grandma when I was growing up, and so that also holds a really special place in my heart. And the second big one, I don't know if you guys have heard a ton about it, you know, really niche, but Wicked. I love Wicked. I have been listening to Adina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth's version of Wicked since I was just a wee little girl, okay? And so the rendition movie that they just did, Chef's Kiss, I love it. I love it. And I cannot wait for the second one to come out, because you already know I will be dragging my husband there opening night. Yup. Okay, this next one is a little lengthy, but did you get your wisdom teeth removed? If so, any funny stories? Was it fast to be put asleep in the dentist chair? And I think, I can't remember who this is from, but are you getting your wisdom teeth out? I wish I could give a little bit more advice. I did get all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed, but I refused to go under. I don't have any fun stories. I found a dentist that only did the like lidocaine or like the numbing shots in all 4 quadrants of my mouth, because I got things to do, money to make, jobs to attend, you know. So I didn't want to go under because I don't know, I just didn't. And so I found a dentist that wouldn't put me under. I didn't know that that was an option at first, but doing a lot of research into it, I found it's an option, and I wasn't one to be willing to be put under. So I found one that I didn't have to. So unfortunately, no funny stories, and no sound advice for anyone who will be put under anesthesia, because I did not have that experience. Okay, next question. What TV shows do you watch? I watch quite a few. I love a good TV show. I'm gonna start off easy. okay? I love watching Grey's Anatomy. Burn me at the stake. I love it. It's my comfort show. I usually stop around like season 18 or 19, but I've rewatched it like 18 or 19 times. Sue me. But anyways, and then I just finished Ginny and Georgia. Now that was a good show. Plot twist left and right. Okay, I couldn't guess what was entirely happening or what would happen next. I feel like it just got worse and worse and worse. And then I think it got better. Yeah, I think it got better. But that's one that I just finished. And then one that I am watching right now is Suits. I got through a couple of seasons. I can't remember how many seasons I got through, but I think I got like maybe halfway before a bunch of stuff happened and I stopped watching it. And then so much time had passed by that I entirely forgot what happened. So I just started that over so I could refresh the old noggin and continue on all the rest of the seasons. So far, so good. Definitely needed a refresher because I don't know who half these people are. Another one that I have to mention, The Rookie. I loved The Rookie. Oh my god, I loved The Rookie. It's a comedy. It's so serious. It made me cry. All of it. All of it. I just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't have this written down, but I am 25 years old, so I am right in the middle of like the millennial Gen Z lingo and stuff, so I apologize if I am infuriating because that's the Gen Z in me. Okay, I get it. Okay, but next question. Do your friends and family know about your YouTube channel? Yes, they do. They are actually my biggest supporters. And they will give me feedback. They will point out improvements. Like, they let me know, like, if something looks wrong or anything like that. So they definitely know about my YouTube and just kind of want to be on social media career. And so, yes, short answer. Next question. What types of music do you like? I love it all. I love every genre for the most part. Within a realistic bubble, I love music. Music is so passionate and loving, and people put so much work into it, and just like the feeling of listening to music and screaming along, crying along, not being able to understand like the hidden meaning behind it, or I don't speak French, but I love to listen to French music. Love it. I just love it. I don't know why. It's just very soothing, and it is so extremely beautiful. Obviously I listen the country, some George Strait, okay, love him, some Falling in Reverse. I, will go like alternative, pop, punk, a little bit of everything. I love a little bit of everything. If you have song recommendations in the comments, I would love to hear them. Next question. What was your favorite subject in school? My favorite, I'm very artistic, so the elective classes were my favorite, and for me, mine was pottery, and so I just felt like so creative in high school when I could just sit down at the pottery wheel and then just create whatever the heck I wanted to. It was so much fun. If I could create pottery now, every day, I probably would. Okay, next question. Have you seen any bands or artists in concert? Yes. Like I've mentioned, Morgan Wallen was the most recent. Shinedown, I've seen 3 times. I went to 3 or 4 years of Warp Tour when it was still around. And just kind of one-offs here and there. One of my first concerts was the Beach Boys. Yes, I love it. Phenomenal. But yeah, I love concerts. They are so much fun to go to. I just love either going like with friends, with family, and just having a blast. I love concerts. Okay. Next question. What do you look for when making new friends? Someone who's gonna be blunt and honest with me. It is really hard to find friends who will tell you how it is. I want the God's honest truth. If I'm being mean and I'm being judgmental, I look for someone who will tell me, hey, you're being mean, you're being judgmental, knock it off. And I'm like, hey, you are absolutely valid. Let me, reel it in. Was that something I was supposed to say? Could I have been nicer? Probably. And then just someone who will be a homebody with me. Someone who will love a good movie night in, a good little tea party, a little paint and sip. Love a good paint and sip. But yeah, I feel, and I'm just so low maintenance. I have friends in South Dakota, North Carolina, New York, a family in Arizona. I'm just so low maintenance. If you check in once every 6 months, or I'll check in once every 6 months or so. Hey, how you doing? We're great. We're Gucci. We're hanging out. I love you so much. So, next question is, who are your favorite YouTubers? Okay, this is just a very broad question, but I am assuming your favorite ASMR YouTubers. Right now, I'm very new to the ASMR scene, so I'm still learning my way around, but I really, really love Sarah Lavender, Osley ASMR, and then Sass ASMR. Sass ASMR was the first person that I watched getting into ASMR. I love mukbangs. so Sash just does it for me. I can just fall into a rabbit hole of her eating food. I love it. And then I did want to answer your question in general as well. I do makeup as well. I have a couple social media where I do makeup content. So in general, I really love Jaclyn Hill, Painted by Spencer, which is like a celebrity makeup artist, and Leo Skeppy, which I guess technically it's a podcast on YouTube, but he gives, I feel like, hard advice that people don't want to hear but need to hear. Moving on, do you play any video games? Yes, I do. One of my favorites is COD Mobile. I cannot play it anywhere else except for on my phone, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's cheat codes, backed up into my phone, but I cannot play COD anywhere else but the way that I play COD on my phone. 10 out of 10 every time. I also have a PC. I play Sea of Thieves, and I attempt to play Destiny. I just got the full expansion pack, so I will be jumping back into it because, what is it, the last scene, the one that just came out, I can't remember, but I got the expansion pack. I want to do the full everything. I want to play the full storyline so I don't miss anything. And then I'll play some things here and there. I'm looking at my desktop right now, but just a couple that I've played. Sims. It's really hard for me to get into that one. But Rebo, I played that for a little bit. And then Deceit, that was one of my favorite ones. I really liked Deceit. It's like a scary horror, sort of Among Us. That's like the best way I can describe it, but it was so much fun. I can't do scary movies or like jump scares, okay, but I could do that game. That was so much fun. But anyways, next question is, what made you start a YouTube channel? This is a great question, and a little bit of a backstory. When my husband, then boyfriend, when we were talking, he told me that I had a great voice for ASMR, and we had always talked about it, how we would start a YouTube channel together, and how he would, help me like get started with everything on ASMR. And years and years and years went by, and we always talked about it. And just one day I was like, you know what, screw it, let's do it. And so I made the YouTube channel, and I was like, I don't even know what to post, so I'm gonna hope for the best, and you'll give me pointers from there. And so that's how it started, and he's watching this video right now too. Hi. But he loves ASMR, and so he's my little in-house connoisseur, and I have fallen in love with making these types of videos, knowing that it helps people either relax, fall asleep, is a great distraction from whatever life is bringing them. I love it. And I really, really hope I can continue to make content like this because I've had a blast doing all of this. Okay, my next question is, which countries would you like to visit? Honestly, I would love to visit all of them. Every single one. I think it is such a unique experience to immerse yourself in other people's culture and be in the region where the culture is like most prevalent. And then along with all the beautiful art, nature, and like environment that you can never recreate anywhere except for where you're at. And so that's my long-winded explanation, but if I had to choose one, I would love to go to the UK or England, because I've never been there. I hope to one day, but I love the look of cobblestone. This is so like stupid, but in the movies, I know movies aren't real, it's not like the real life thing, but just how fun it would be to be in a little cobblestone village. You walk to the coffee shop, you get your coffee, you say hi to your neighbors, just like that small town feel in a big city. I haven't ever shared on this YouTube channel, but I had an existential crisis because of how large Texas is. You can fit the entire country of England inside of Texas. Anyways, so I live in Texas, and so after finding that out, I felt so extremely small, but I digress. If I had to choose one, it would be England. What are your favorite clothing stores? This one's a hard one because I love to shop. I really, really love, there's 2 thrift stores that I have been absolutely loving recently. There's one called Uptown Cheapskate. It's a thrift store, but with like fashion, like trends, I guess. What the most popular fashion items are is in this thrift store, which is super cool. So I'll get like these super cute jeans or shirts or like band t-shirts for like what, $8? Oh my gosh, okay, I'm getting excited. So, and then the other one that I love is, it's in Austin, but it's called Pavement, and just the vintage vibes. And then every now and then they'll do stuff a bag for $5. Oh my god, so much fun. And then sometimes they'll do like dollar items or like dollar bins, so everything in the bin is $1. You can't beat that, come on, you know. So I just love it. And then more of the like big retail stores, I love Ross and TJ Maxx. If you can't tell, I'm a little cheap when it comes to clothes, but well, you can't blame a girl. My next question is, what pets do you have? I have one fur baby named Barkley, and one fish named Dr. Silver. This next question, I feel like so many, but I can't think of a single one. So the question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? I feel like I have so many, but the one that really could only come to mind at the time that I was filling all of this out was people who don't use their blinkers when they're driving. It's called an indicator for a reason. You indicate where you are going. You know, it's so easy, just flip it, whatever. Anyways, so I heard BMWs are made with them. That's a funny haha. Okay, and then favorite foods. Ooh, I love to eat, okay? I'm a big girl. I love to eat. Sushi is my number one. I love sushi. I will almost never turn down sushi, okay? I love it. Burgers. A good burger. Oh, yeah. Sit me down with a smash burger, grilled onions, some lettuce, mayo, all the whole fixin' except for tomatoes. What? I'm a happy camper. I'm having a grand old time. And then barbecue. Love barbecue. This is a big one because after tasting Texas barbecue, I'm sold. I'm sold. Oh my gosh. More specifically, ribs. I love ribs. I didn't know that there was pork and beef ribs. I just thought there was just ribs, you know? So, once I figure out which one I like, I may let y'all know, but I know that I don't like one over the other. I think I like pork ribs over beef ribs. I don't know. All I know is that I love ribs. Period. Moving on. What got you interested in ASMR? I touched on this a little bit earlier when I mentioned how I got into how I started my channel, but my husband is a really, really big contributor to that because ASMR really helps him fall asleep and just be very relaxed to, just ease into sleep. So that it was really intriguing because I didn't fully understand it a couple of years ago. But now, immersing myself into ASMR and experiencing the tingles, I'm sold. I'm sold. Give me a gavel. I am sold. Court adjourned. I love it. And so the more I learn about it, the more fun it becomes, because every video I'm trying a new style of ASMR before I repeat any, but they just get more interesting. It is so cool. And so I just feel like it's never ending, with what kind of triggers and what kind of things that people love to see. But yeah, and so this is my first time doing a ramble video, and I didn't know that this was someone's trigger, or that it was even possible, because I love to talk. I can talk all freaking day if you let me, and you shouldn't let me. What types of videos do you enjoy filming the most? So far I've only done a handful of videos, but the one that I really, really enjoyed was the hand movements. it was a lot of fun, like practicing like the hand movements. And then I found one that gave me tingles when I was watching it, but this girl pulled all my stress in with her, and then just snipped it away. And when I tell you, I felt so at ease and so relaxed, I wanted to do that, and so I did. And I did not come nearly as close to how professional she had done it. I wish I knew her name. I'll have to find it, and I'll put it in the description when I do find it. But just the way she like grabs and pulls, and the way it just focuses on her hand. Anyways, I'm just rambling. But that was definitely the most fun that I had filming that video. Do you have any tattoos or want any? Yes, I have quite a few tattoos. I love to go to the Friday the 13th flash sale ones whenever they come about, because they're super fun, super cheap, and you're in and out. I feel like it's like a win-win-win all around, you know? I do have a dragon on my chest, as well as Buddha on my side. I have my star sign on my shoulder, a small lotus on my neck, and then just a bunch of like small little tattoos everywhere, like an elephant, an unalome, a turtle. I got that one matching with my brother. I have my wedding vows tattooed on my elbow, and I have that matching with my husband. I have my grandma's nickname on my foot. So that's just a couple. Yeah, and so I love tattoos. I'm addicted. As anyone, you know, who gets tattoos are, or tattoos is. I don't know. I'm not the grammar police. Apologies. This question was interesting. But I think it's a great question. What do you think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in the neighborhood? This one really got me thinking. I had to sit and ponder on my answer. I like to think I'm very pacifist in my views. I would like safety before violence. Or like, obviously you can't communicate with a bear, but so in the perfect world, if it wasn't harming anyone, if nobody was in danger, if it wasn't like currently mauling someone, to safely contain it, so you know those like big shields that they have, what if like it was like big fence like posts or whatever, and you have handles, and so you're holding on to the handles, and you have like a line of animal control or like officers. Again, this is a perfect world. And if you take these like big fences and you like, okay, this one I have to explain with my hands. So let's say you have these big fences and people line up in like a half circle around the little bear, right? And on this other side, I'm so sorry, that was my shoulder. On the other side is the open animal control truck. And so best way to do it is to have a very wide ramp going into the truck, of course, for safety, and then having the half circle of officers or like animal control employees. I don't actually know what they're called. Like slowly start making their way to not push, but like encourage it's the bear into the truck, and so they navigate a way to get him in, and so that is what I thought about. And then you can either put the ramp up and it's the door, or have like a piece of the fence like go in, and then have it be like the barrier to close the door of the truck. So that's my perfect world kind of scenario for that question. So thank you so much for that. And finally, the big question. Okay, now you've made it this far in the video. Let me explain my answer once you hear the question, okay? Be patient with me. Does pineapple belong on pizza? No. Now, let me explain. Okay? Before you get up in a tizzy. Me personally, I'm allergic to pineapples. I know. So, unfortunately, any pizza that has pineapple on it is no pizza for me. So, I can't live in a world where pineapple belongs on pizza because I may die. So, I think that pineapple does not belong on pizza, in my humble opinion, because I love every other topping on pizza. I love pizza. I guess I should have put that on my favorite foods. Let me go back and put that on my list too. I love pizza. But yeah, so that would be just like a solid pass. Solid no for me, dog. But yeah, so that is all of the questions that you guys wanted me to answer. I had so much fun answering all these questions and just rambling, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.